How y'all doing? This is your boy Lord Thaddeus Crack. Alright, this one's going to be fairly straightforward. It's not going to be about a cryptid, but it's going to be about an event. I was asked to do a video on this, and I did a little bit of digging, and I saw the video. And it's about the supposed UFO deal going down in Vegas. I'm going to say this. Something happened. I'm going to say that. I'm not going to say is exactly what them folks saw. I ain't going to say that either, because this right here is interesting. There was some, the family was talking about news people, and they wanted to do interviews with them, but then all of a sudden they're kind of like, not answering. That right there, it's going to be one of two things. Either suspicious behavior, and they want the blowback, or they're being, they feel uncomfortable, which is justifiable. My point is this, something went down. I can tell you that. Could it have been a hoax? Very much so. Very, very much so. It could have been a hoax. It could have been very serious. I refuse to say, hey, it was a hoax, because that ain't right. Hell, I've been accused of things which is not cool, and therefore I refuse to do that to someone else, if you know what I'm saying. Believe me, that's the worst feeling in the world, to be accused of something you ain't done. So therefore, I'm just going to leave the possibility that you never know, if you get my drift. And you also have to take into consideration everything that's going on right now. It's very interesting, the timing. And what I mean by this is simple. There's a lot of stuff, especially with the indictments of, Mr. Trump and all that good jazz. And maybe they're trying to throw stuff out as a distraction. There's other things going on, which I shouldn't be bringing up on here. I am going to be putting a video up on conspiracies. Older conspiracies, but definitely some newer ones too. I just want to be careful with how I put things, if you get my drift. YouTube's algorithm is notoriously a pain in the ass. But yes, I do believe that something went down. Whether it was induced, as in falsely induced, or that something legitimately happened, there you go. Because that police call was definitely, I'm just saying, when they called the cops, and them cops was like, yeah, something's up here, and we want to see whatever the hell it is you guys saw. That right there, to me, was kind of a red flag. I mean, like I said, anything's possible. They kind of took it with some humor, but at the same time, you could tell they was uneasy. Stuff like that is something, I'm just saying, stuff like that is something they don't really play around with. Half the time they don't take it seriously. They were originally going to, if I remember right, they were going to call in a mental health crisis team. That's my dog, bear with it. But anyway, they were going to call in a crisis team to see what the hell was going on, but I think it was the amount of people. There was a family, and there is footage of something. And supposedly their camera went out and all that. I mean, I ain't saying that's suspicious, but I'm just saying, it's definitely, there's something up going on with that. And I'm not saying they're doing anything wrong or hoaxing, because that could have been possibly, if there was something back there that wasn't wanting to be seen, speaks for itself. And there had been sightings of guys dressed in black and sunshades and government vans and stuff driving around. So I'm just saying, there's something up with that. There's definitely something going on. So it's something to really take into consideration. I mean, I've just been noticing this. I mean, hell, even the government is now, the Pentagon is saying, yeah, we got something going on with UFOs. There's something out there. There's definitely something. And when they're saying that, let's leave it at this. That right there is, to me, it's not just a red flag, that's a glowing neon red flag, if you get my drift. There's something up with that. Beyond something. There's something really going down when it comes to, because the government ain't going to tell you shit if they can get away with it. But if they're confessing on something, you need to pay attention. Especially if it's Uncle Sam. If you get my drift. Like I said, you have something going on, especially, I would say, the last 2 or 3 years. There's been more sightings of UFOs. Hell, I've seen some weird shit. Not too long ago, I saw something that looked like a shooting star flying across the sky. And, of course, not even maybe 24 hours after that was one of the worst weather incidents I've had to deal with. We were talking about like 80-mile-an-hour winds, power out for like close to a couple of days. It's a real mess. And it wasn't even it's not even hurricane season yet. That's what I'm saying. It was some scary stuff. I don't want to go through that again anytime soon. And that's one of the reasons I left Houston to start with. It's like, man, this shit's following me? Damn. You know? So it's something to think about, if you get my drift. There's definitely activity going on. Some crazy activity, dude. I'm just saying. It's something to really take into consideration and definitely something to think about. I don't know what the hell UFOs are. Like I said, I've seen more than one, as you guys already know. Recently, as a matter of fact, as you might have said. And it's just something that is strange. Very, very strange. It's not normal, this kind of activity that's been going on. So it's something to really take into consideration. Like I said, I would say the last 5 years, I've seen more things going down than in my entire lifetime. And of course, even before that, my life has been anything but dull, as you all already know. So, something to really, really think about. So yes, I definitely believe something happened. You know, I'm not going to say it was a hoax, or if it was or it wasn't, because you have a lot of both, a lot of folks saying one way or the other. But would I be surprised if it was a distraction? Oh, hell no. Sorry, there's just too much of that weird stuff going on, and there's too much legitimate stuff going on that the weird stuff is trying to hide over. Never forget how can I say this? Never forget the old technique of sleight of hand. So illusionists do what they do. They get you looking at something, and of course they pull their trick when your eye's distracted. And of course that ain't real magic. That's simply tricking the human brain and the eye. It's something to think about. That's all I'm going to say on this. But I believe, that y'all wanted me to do a video on this, and that's the best answer I can give. But for now, you guys know what I do. I'm the producer for Dark Waters Entertainment. If you have seen anything, or encountered anything of anything paranormal, cryptid, hit me up. Email is wesvic@imdarkwaters.com. You guys be blessed and you be safe.